Hi everyone, it's Rudy Papa Paul here from Rawsome Healthy Nutrition and Lifestyle Coach, and today we'll hear about an incredible transformation from a lady called Della Upsher and how she's turned her life around eating a whole foods plant-based diet. Hi Della, welcome.
Hi Paul, I'm doing really well. Nice to see you again.
And you, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story with us today. Now Della, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm 60 years old. We retired out to Spain, my husband and I, 11 years ago because I was quite ill at the time. I'd had to retire through ill health and leave my business, and we moved out to Spain, and it's been really nice.
Fantastic. So can I ask you, what made you switch to a raw vegan diet? What actually got you to say, hey, this is what I've got to do? What made you change?
A few things really. I hadn't really thought that, because I've been really quite ill in the last, since I was 34 really. I've not been a very well person, had lots of things wrong with me. But I've got a stepdaughter, well I've got 4 stepchildren, and she had been rushed into hospital. She's 50 and I'm 60. She'd been rushed into hospital, and she'd had a few major heart attacks. And she was brave enough to say to them, look, I don't want stents. I don't want you to give me anything. I want to go away and do this with my diet. And I thought, gosh, that's really brave. You know, I was in a similar situation, and they told me I needed a triple heart bypass, and I took it. And I thought, gosh, that's really... And so I thought, well, I've got to see what page she's reading from. And she started sending me all her literature. And it sounded really good. And it was the Gerson diet originally. But I thought, I was having an implant fitted. And it said, oh, take all your implants out, all your amalgams. And I thought, well, I don't want to do this. So instead of, I did read the Gerson, and it was a lot of juicing. And so I followed another diet for a little while, and for a whole month I was just juicing. And I felt really, really good, but I lost a lot of weight. And then 6 months in, I think it was, that I found you online, Rawsome Healthy, and you guided me from there on in. You coached me, thank God, you coached me. You told me about to read Dr. Graham's book, the 80-10-10 diet, and I downloaded your Rawsome Healthy books and printed everything's printed. I've got a thick folder with everything, the recipes and everything. And you helped me by coaching me for a little while, and everything fell into place. I think it's about 16 months in total that I've been a raw, not fully raw, but a vegan. And I can't believe how I feel.
That's fantastic. Actually, it brings me on to the next question. It's perfect. So, after I personally coached you and you did the Raw Energy Lifestyle program, what are the health benefits that you've experienced since you made that change?
You know, I can do anything that I did when I was 20. I haven't felt that good all my life really, as well as I do now. I feel fantastic.
And I know you've been through a lot of major health challenges, major health issues. Can you mention some of those as well?
Well, the first one was at 33, because I was a heavy smoker. I worked in a cigar factory. I got free cigarettes. I smoked 60 cigarettes a day. My mother didn't tell me really about how to eat. She showed me how to eat, and it was the diet that I thought it was okay for me. Well, anyway, when I was 33, I had they said I had polyps and it could turn to cancer, and they wanted to take everything away, everything. Well, they did. My ovaries, they gave me a full hysterectomy. And then when I was 34, I had I don't know if you've heard of it. I had toxoplasmosis.
Right, yeah.
I caught, and they said what it was probably through meats or undercooked meats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Still didn't think, oh, you know, I should give up. I should change. I didn't even think I should change my diet. I just thought, oh well. And then after that, I got E. coli. This was when I was about 40. Food related again. They traced it back. It nearly killed me, the E. coli. They traced it back to a kebab that I'd eaten. So, you know, and then after that then was the triple heart bypass. I was rushed into hospital. They sent me home from hospital, said my arteries were fine, but for some reason the doctor re-looked at my papers and called me back to the hospital again. This was around about when I was 44. And when they were doing an angiogram, they must have blocked an artery, and they had to resuscitate me. So this is how I'm saying this, because for you to realise how poorly my body must have been. Now, why don't I need any medication? Why is my blood pressure perfect? Why don't I get vertigo? You know, why don't I have to take tablets for depression anymore? Why don't I have to take a cholesterol tablet?
So you don't take any tablets now, no?
I don't take. I'm taking a multivitamin now, and I recommend that anybody that's been through the situation that it's a CoQ10 capsule.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That Brian and I are taking, because I was advised that I might have needed help. The fruit and veg or the plant-based diet would help, but if I was really low, I would need supplements to get me to a level, and then I could leave all the supplements and do the diet. So my liver was in the danger zone. That shocked me, that I was taking all that medication. I hadn't been checked for my liver, and my liver was in the danger zone. Mm-hmm. And I was drinking at the time as well. I drank quite a lot. I drank a bottle of wine, no problem with it, Spain, or lager or what have you. So if I hadn't have started this journey that I've gone on, I don't know if I would even be here now, because so many other things were lacking in my body as well. Vitamin D. I was short of vitamin D, vitamin E, CoQ10. My CoQ10 was quite good, and a few other things weren't right. And the same for Brian. So we did have supplements to start with, and my immune system, because I also had scans, full body scans. It's a diagnostic body scan, and my husband had them. Okay. And it showed that my immune system was shot, basically. It was really, really low. Mm-hmm. So the first 6 months of doing the plant-based diet, I was quite ill, trying to recover from things that was going on in my body. But now I'm dancing around here.
Wow.
I just feel it's amazing.
Amazing transformation, and you're such an inspiration, Della, for so many people. I know you're on Facebook and you're sharing your story and your journey, and it really is inspirational. It's inspirational for us as, you know, people who've been doing it for 7 years, and coaches, to see you and such as transformation, and you were taking all these tablets and pills, you know, the drugs for different ailments, and you've got rid of all that now, and you're just eating a healthy diet, living a healthy lifestyle, and it just shows that you can do it, and at any age. And I was going to ask you as well.
With insects.
Yeah.
And parts of the body with it. You know,
yeah.
Still recover. You still can recover, even though I haven't got any ovaries, or I've had a triple heart bypass.
Wow, you've had some really major health challenges, that's for sure. So I was going to ask you, what advice can you give to people who are starting out and are thinking of doing this diet and lifestyle, and perhaps people of the age of like 60 onwards who think, it's too far now, I'm past it, I've got to eat the way I've always eaten, and there's no one else eating that way. And what's your advice to people like that?
If you if you just replace one meal, it's all what you actually said, told me in the beginning, Paul. You know that if you start off slow and start having one meal a day that's fully raw, that's fruit. It's a really simple concept, but it's the mind. It's the mind that if you could switch that switch off in the mind that says, oh, I'm eating differently from everybody else, and I'd say fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, or all the fruit that you want before your salad, and then have a nice big salad, and that's it. You're going to be healthy. Yeah. And I just wish I could put somebody inside my body when I was 59, and my body now when I'm 61. When I went for my run this morning, I didn't just want to run. I was jumping up in the air and running down the road, and I ran really fast. And I was told I was a poorly person. You know, that there wasn't much that could be done for me, really.
That's fantastic.
I can do. I weight lift. I'm lifting. All right, I'm only lifting 12 kilograms now, but I can lift 2 gas bottles. Where I had to have my son to move out here because Brian and I were declining, and I couldn't lift the gas bottle in from outside to change. His back was bad, so I said, "Oh, I'll get the gas bottle." And the other day, my son said to me, he is noticing. Usually, he has to carry the pool cover down to the shed, and the pool cover was sitting there. And I thought, I didn't think about it. I just picked the pool cover up and took it and carried it to put on a table. And my son said, "Did you carry that pool cover on your own?" And I said, "Yes, you know." And things are happening all the time, and Brian's 76, and
your husband, he's doing it as well.
My husband is doing it as well. Okay. So I want to give you I'm 60, and he's working for me, and I don't think I'm too afraid. Paul, I fancy things. You know, sometimes I fancy things. I'm too afraid. Because I know my body is made. I didn't see my body before as it is now. It's got all these intricate little tubes and everything inside. It's not meant to take the hammering that I was giving it. It's meant to take fruits, but you know, it's meant to take a plant-based diet.
Yeah, clean, healthy diet.
My stomach feels perfect. You know, before my stomach used to feel awful all of the time. And now my stomach feels perfect. Brian was declining in health in a big way. Paul, that wheelchair is in the back of the shed. It's been in the back of the shed for about 8 months now. And he walks for 50 minutes a day, but he doesn't do any other exercise. But he walks for 50 minutes a day, and he looks amazing. And he is 76. So and it can only get better.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. A really transformation for you, isn't it? A great transformation, and it just shows you that any age of life that you can make this transformation, and you don't have to be seriously ill to do it. You know, you can be leading a normal life, but just realize that you still need to eat a healthy diet, live a healthy lifestyle, because if you want to be living healthily further on down the line when you get older, you've got to be eating, living healthily, and it's so important. So. Thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story, Della. It really is fantastic, and all power to you for making the change, taking your health into your own hands, and look where you are now. You're just such an inspiration. Thank you so much for the interview. It's as I said, it's great to see you thriving.
I just want other people to feel the benefit, because all the money in the world couldn't give me what I've got now. My life, and I'm going to be able to look after myself and my husband for a long time, which I thought I wasn't going to be able to do this before.
It's fantastic. You change yourself, and look, you're changing the world, you're changing the people around you. Amazing.